The start of 2026 means the start of a new you and a new me. And a big part of that is how we spend our time. Hot girls have hot hobbies. And today I'm gonna break down 50 different hobbies that you can try out if you want to. Obviously, no one's forcing you to, but if you want to, you know, hot girls have hot hobbies. When it comes to hobbies, there are 5 categories and you should have one hobby from each of these categories if you want to set yourself up for success. Not my words, just general knowledge words. These 5 categories include something that will keep you creative. The second one is something that will keep you active, something that will keep you healthy. The third one is something that will grow your mindset and your mental capabilities. Number 4 is something that will keep you constantly learning, something that will give you new knowledge every day. And the 5th being something that will make you money. These 5 categories, I will give you 10 ideas in each of them, and you can pick whatever suits you. Creative hobbies. These are my favorite. I am a creative girl. First one is scrapbooking. I actually came across this obsession recently, maybe in the last 3 or 4 months. It all started when I went to the school club event where it was just like make your own scrapbook cover book thing, like a journal. You all get a journal and then you just cut out pieces of paper and stuff like that. This is the gorgeous book that I made. Both sides. So cute. And then I started getting really obsessed, and this does not cost a lot of money. Like, you just print out whatever you want. There's sheets on Pinterest that you can look at, and then you just get like diamonds and stickers and whatever you want, maybe like a couple of bows here and there and washi tape, but that's about it. Don't judge me, I'm drinking my iced chai latte even if it's negative 10 degrees outside. True Canadian girl. The next is crocheting. I actually am a pro crocheter. I started about 5 years ago, and then I started selling my stuff. But now I'm kind of like in this break where I haven't really sold anything in a while. I'm kind of like over it, but I still do it for fun. I have so much yarn. Like every day I show up at my house with a new color of yarn and everyone's like, oh my God, you crazy girl. And then another one is painting. Now this can be expensive, but it also can be affordable. In that aspect, I say it depends on what you paint and it depends on what medium you use. Acrylics are usually more affordable than oils. Oils, you need to get like proper cleaning and stuff like that for the brushes. But you can start off with just going to Dollarama, getting some acrylic paint and a canvas. It'll cost you like what, like $5-10, and then you can create stuff and hang it on your walls. Now this is more general, but general crafts that I really want to try are making jewelry from beads and charms and things like that. Phone cases are a really big thing on my list. Like, I think they're adorable, and like I like crafts that are kind of useful, or they like look pretty, they have a purpose, like phone cases or like beads you wear it, right? Or like things that you can make for your room, like room decor, or things that you can hang up and stuff like that. I feel like that stuff is so cute. You can experiment with clay, you can make furniture. There's so many things that come in the whole crafts category. Highly recommend you explore what you like and then, you know, go from there. The next one is probably the most affordable creative method, which is writing. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper and you are good to go. You can do it on the subway, you can do it on the trains, you can do it between your shifts. It is the most versatile way to be creative, and it's also very affordable. So I really like writing. Writing comes in like essays, poetry, stories. When I was a kid, I used to love stories. Like, I used to write so many stories and I used to illustrate them as well because I am an artiste. The next one is try a new recipe, and I'm really into like the whole protein craze. I know, call me basic, but I love trying high protein, vegan and vegetarian recipes. It's just, for me, I think it's more healthier for the planet and for me as well. So I love trying new recipes. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. I would die for a good recipe. Another one is content creation. As you see right now, this is my 4th video. I just started out, but this is something that I see myself doing for a really long time. Not for the money. I don't make any money right now. Not for like fame or anything, but this is fun. Like, this is my 4th video. I've been doing it for 4 weeks now. It's great. I really like it. Like, it keeps you motivated. It like makes you creative. I learned how to edit. Speaking of digital, you can also try digital art. I have my iPad and I draw on Procreate. It's pretty affordable if you have an iPad, obviously. Procreate was only like, I think $17 and you have it for life. But again, if you do not have an iPad, you can try your laptop, and if not, pen and paper works. That's how I started at the age of 3. pen and paper, pencil and paper. Upcycling clothes and sewing is something I've wanted to learn for the last, I think, 2 years now. I just haven't had the time to. This year it's also on my vision board, so I will be learning how to sew and upcycle clothes because I love fashion, and it would be so cool to like find stuff and then make it into your own artwork and then wear it. That is so cool, so cool. And then the 10th one would be journaling. Now, journaling comes in many forms. I am specifically talking about bullet journaling. I feel like that is the most creative and productive way to journal. Bullet journaling is more like kind of art and drawing and sketching mixed in with practical use, daily to-do lists. You can create reflections, calendars, trackers. I feel like that's a very creative way to journal. So specifically, bullet journaling would follow under the category of creative. Next is things that will keep you active and keep your body healthy. But working out doesn't have to be your only way of being healthy. If you have a cool hobby that you really like doing that also keeps you active, that's a win-win. Like that's a win. That's goals right there. So obviously the first one will be weightlifting. I love lifting weights, but it might not be for everyone. Yoga is something I've tried recently. I'm actually going to my first class in 2 days. I signed up this semester. I go to yoga twice a week and it's gonna be fun. I've tried classes here and there and I really like it, and it just brings me so much calm and peace, and it also works out my body, so win-win. Next is hiking. I say this with looking out the window and there's like snow, 30 centimeters of snow, but no. Hiking is more of a summer thing, I guess. But I guess you can do it in all seasons as long as you like going out in the cold. And if you don't live in a cold climate, I live in Ottawa right now. Like I go to school in Ottawa. I don't think I'm gonna do hiking right now. I'd rather do skating. Like there's a whole canal out there. I'm gonna skate instead. Next is skateboarding. I also really enjoy skateboarding. I do have a skateboard and a longboard and a penny board. I just kind of collected them over the years. It's not like I bought them all at once. You only really need one. Rollerblading or skating. Ice skating, you know, that's something I really enjoy. Right now the canal is frozen in Ottawa. It's kind of like this big river and it freezes over the winter and you can go skating on it. It's really cool. I'm a big runner. I'm a really big fan of long distance running. I've been doing it since I was 12. I've ran 3 races for charity. If you want to run, you run, man. It's so like calm and peaceful, and you can like just put in a podcast or music and you're good to go. When it comes to active hobbies, I feel like you can't go wrong. Like basketball, swimming, ice skating, soccer. You can literally pick any of them. Join a team around you, like just for fun, whatever. Like go on Google and see if there's anything cool going on in your area. And then my last is try a free class, any class, yoga class, dance class, HIIT workout class. There are so many on YouTube and I highly recommend them. It's so much fun. Like you don't even have to like do the same one every single day or every single week. Like there's so many options. Next, we're gonna go into things that will help your mindset and your mental capabilities. The first one high on the list is probably meditation. You can do different forms of meditation. There's guided meditation on Spotify, on YouTube. You can also have affirmation based meditation, which is what I do, where there's this soft, calm voice just speaking affirmations and you repeat them, and I think it's very helpful. Like I love it so much. Now this type of journaling is the journaling where you have a lot of self-reflection time. It can be like weekly reflections, daily reflections, your diary, or just journaling and writing all your thoughts down. If you don't have ideas, you can always do prompts. And for prompts, it would be like list 3 things you're grateful for today, 3 things you think you can improve on. Like all you have to do is search up prompts, like journaling prompts, and you'll get so many options, and it's just such a calming thing. And it's very personal because you get to reflect while doing this hobby, which helps you. This brings me to my next one, which is writing prompts, just random prompts. They don't even have to be like logical. It could be like, if you were locked in a store for 24 hours, what store would you want it to be? That stuff really gets you to think, and kind of from your answers, you learn what type of a person you are, and you learn how to write properly and communicate, which is a really important skill to have. Learning skills like confidence or discipline or like gratitude are very helpful in daily life. You can do this in a number of ways. You can learn through podcasts or books or watching videos. You can do this through self-reflection. Mindful walks are something that I am very, 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 very passionate about, because when I used to do cross country, I would run without music and a podcast, and that used to be like my mental peace. Those practices, everything was just so clear in my mind. It was just me, my own voice, my own thoughts. Obviously, you don't have to run without music, but walking without music, walking without any distractions, just you and yourself, walking, it's really helpful. And if you don't want to walk in complete silence and have no goal, you can pick a color. A lot of people pick a color, like the color green. Every time you see green, you're like, oh, you make a mental note. Or what do I want to do tomorrow? So then I'll go for a walk and I'll be like, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at 7 and then I'm gonna brush my teeth, make my bed, blah, 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 blah. You get it. Writing to yourself and making letters for yourself is something that I've done recently, where I just write a letter to myself. An example being, on the letter cover, I'd be like, read this when you're sad. And then inside, you know your needs, you know your wants as well. So write whatever you want someone to say to you when you're sad. Write whatever you want someone to say to you when you're celebrating. Write whatever you want someone to say to you when you are angry. Write it up, put it in a letter, put it in storage, and then whenever you're like, damn, I feel like really sad, take it out and read it. That's like your own affirmations, your own mind telling you what you already know, but reinstating that thought into your head. This is not much of a hobby, but a dopamine detox is something that people should do, like maybe once or twice in a month at least, where you do not go on social media for 24 hours, or if you want to step it up a bit, you do not go on your phone for 24 hours. That's something that will really help your mindset. Another one is reflections. Now, this can be reflections on certain events that has happened. You can make a video that only you can see, or you can write about it. You can draw something, just reflections on events that have happened in your life, or on like the last month or the last day or the last week. And then self-improvement books or content or podcasts are very helpful. I know there's a lot of nonsense out there, but some things, anything that you think will help you is amazing. Like, take in whatever you want, and whatever you don't want, you don't really need to take in. The fourth category is learning and knowledge. We will start with watching documentaries. I feel like that is such a basic thing you can do when you're tired and don't want to do anything. Just watch a documentary. It doesn't take effort. Just make some popcorn, sit on your bed, and watch a documentary. It's better than scrolling on your phone. It's better than watching a fast-paced TV show where you're not going to learn anything. The next one is learn a new language. I speak 3 different languages. Well, I'm fluent at 3 different languages. I've also tried to learn Spanish and French along the way, and I'm like okay at both of them, But three fluent languages, which are Hindi, Gujarati, and English. Those 2 are mostly because I love my Bollywood and I'm Gujarati, so I gotta speak that. Learn a new skill. When I say a skill, I mean something like get really, really good at one thing. For example, video editing or coding or like writing, reading. Get really, really good at one specific thing and kind of make it a hobby. Reading. This is if you are a reader, but I feel like everyone is a reader. You just need to find your genre. Once you find your genre, you're going to be picking up books and just reading for hours. Podcasts are great if you're one of the few people who don't like reading at all, even if you found your genre. Me, I'm a podcast girl. I just listen to podcasts whenever I'm at the gym or just going for a walk or just for fun, if I'm just sitting around and I have nothing to do and like maybe I'm like sketching or drawing or whatever. Podcasts are great to have in the background. Make your notes really pretty. I feel like this is more implied to people who are in school or are learning a skill. If you are taking notes, go home and make them look really pretty. I know this is such a nerdy thing to say. I do that all the time. I used to do it all throughout high school. I just take my highlighters and highlight random stuff and make it really pretty and cute. So this way you're being creative, it's fun, and you're also learning all that knowledge again, and it's inside your brain and you're never gonna forget it ever again. Learn a new software. I'm an architecture student, so I know Rhino, Revit, all of the Adobe softwares, video editing. I feel like I'm getting really good at learning different softwares, at least on the creative field. I know nothing about coding, so learn a software. There are a lot of mind game activities out there like Sudoku or Wordle. I do Wordle every day. Crosswords. You can like literally just get a book or like get the apps and just do it like maybe once a week or once every day or something like that. And yeah, I'm really bad at spelling and reading, so as soon as I started Wordle, I'm kind of getting better at making words and learning and stuff like that. The skill stack challenge is something you guys can try, where you learn 5 mini skills at a time. So in a week, you learn 5 mini skills. This can come from making the perfect cup of coffee to learning how to organize your notes properly. I don't know, 5 skills in 1 week. And the last one is goal setting. Now this can be vision boards, obviously. I think everyone is doing that this year and it's January, so it makes sense. Just weekly goals or monthly goals based on the things that you have learned or the things that you want. And then number 5 is money making, things that will make you money. Now these are just 10 really common hobbies when it comes to making money, and I've probably tried 5 to 6 of them. So these are just, this is not advice, this is just ideas. Reselling or upcycling furniture or clothing. I actually have sold furniture after making it. I used to take shop all 4 years in high school, learned a lot, loved it, great passion. Handmade crafts. I used to sell my crochet. I made quite a bit of money and it was good. Like it was a hobby and something that made me money, which was really, really good. Blogging. If you're a writer, obviously. If you're not a writer like me, oops. But you could be one. I mean, blogging is not like, you don't have to be a scholar to blog. Content creation. But I don't suggest doing content creation only if you're doing it for the money. I don't make money and I've been doing this for like 4 weeks now. It's not like you get started and you start making content or you start making money right away. It doesn't work like that. I'm pretty sure it'll take like a bit. It'll probably take 6 months to a year to actually get income or start seeing at least a couple of dollars here and there. A lot of people sell Canva templates. This can come from posters, printables, timetables, and to-do lists and things like that, organizational tools online and printouts. But that is actually something I've tried and was successful at. It's really easy to make books nowadays. Like Amazon has this program where you can make your own coloring books, you can make your own writing books, you can make a lot of different books. And I feel like it's so easy to make a book now. Like you don't even need to get professionally published. But people do make money off of this, especially if you're like doing like a coloring book where you really don't need much of a skill to write. You just make whatever pages you want, upload it to Amazon, and they do all the work and they give you 60% of the cut. Affiliate marketing, but this is more so you're more likely to do this if you already have a platform like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or email blasts, whatever, you know, Pinterest. I feel like there's a lot of different platforms you can do this on. You can join the Amazon affiliate program. I feel like that's the most basic one. I've done this. Yeah, you just join. I think you have something like 90 days to make sales. And you're basically advertising someone else's product and you get a little bit of a cut from it. You can be an online assistant. Now this I haven't tried. Basically, there's a lot of people out there looking for online assistants to book meetings, to take care of schedules, things like that, to make reservations, whatever they need, you're there. And this is like a part-time thing in a week and it's online, so it's all good. Learn about trading and investing. I feel like I've learned a lot in the last 2 years and I'm actually I'm successful at it right now, at least. And it's good. Investing, I feel like you can't go wrong. Trading is harder for sure. Trading is like top tier. But investing, as long as you are safe about it, you'll see your portfolio grow over time. And the last one is drop shipping. Now this one is a little more challenging, just like the content creating one. Like it will probably take about a year or so to actually get started. But once you do, people will be making millions out here in these streets. So you take the product from a supplier and then you make the store and you advertise it and then people buy it from your store. Now from these 5 categories, if you liked any of the hobbies that I listed, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys try. I want to know too. But yes, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. And another one of my hobbies, content creation, which I will be continuing in the future. So please subscribe if you want to see more of this gorgeous face. And also like if you want to. If you like the video, please like. There we go. That's what I should say. Okay, bye.